Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Queens Lair. I am your host, Kellie Miles, and today we are discussing the topic of self-care, specifically massage therapy. So I'm excited about this topic because we as women, we don't take care of ourselves as much as we should, but we carry a lot of things on us, and we have to learn how to better take care of ourselves so that we can function and operate appropriately and think clearly and not have clouded judgment or clouded thoughts because of all of the burden and weight that we carry sometimes. So I'm excited about this, and we're going to talk about massage therapy and a little bit about how self-care involves the stress that we carry in our bodies, and it involves emotional tension and mental and even spiritual burdens that we decide to carry sometimes that impact us. And so today with us, we have a massage therapist, an experienced and licensed massage therapist, and her name is Kellie Robinson. So we're getting ready to bring her on right now.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I had to come somewhat prepared because I feel like when I think about massage therapy, I think about a spa-like experience. And you know how you see on TV, they be having their little White House coats on. So I had to put
Yes,
my White House coat on.
she getting ready.
Are you ready? So that I can feel like I'm in that massage, environment, that spa like.
Mhm.
I had some rocks and stones and a plant, but it just wasn't. I said, okay, I'm doing too much. So I said, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not even gonna go this long because it's about to get hot in a minute. So I'm
Go
about
get
to
hot.
take. But thank you so much for joining us. I'm super excited about having you on the show
Mhm.
and talking. I think we've been trying to connect for a long time, and we
Yes,
finally got to
yes.
get together and get you on the show. So I'm grateful to have you. So Kellie, just tell us before you let me pause. I'm going to take this off now.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about you, who you are, and where you're from, and what you do. Tell us a little bit about you before we jump into the conversation.
All right. I am, like she said, Kelly, and I'm a massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for about 22 years now. In May, it'll
Mm,
be 22 years. So straight from high school, God blessed me to give me skill to do what I need to do to supply my life. But I'm the type of massage therapist. I actually have been working with chiropractors and pain management specialists. So I actually deal with the problems, people who have been in car accidents, and just have life chronic pain and that kind of stuff. So I'm good at just getting people out of pain and give you a peace of
yeah,
mind that you need,
yeah,
giving you that time to digress and, just leave it all on the table. Like I said, leave it on the table. When you walk in, leave it out, do what you have to do just to kind of give yourself that time that you need.
yeah. So what made you decide to get into that field, the field of massage therapy?
Actually, I got into massage therapy because me and my family, we were in a car accident when I was in about eighth grade. And we went to a lady, her name is Megan Weston. She's still operating now, too. Um, and it's this beautiful black woman running her own business. I'm healing people naturally. I never saw it in my life. And then I was introduced to massage therapy. And I was, it was a mental note. I was like, I like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I was in high school and I was about to graduate. I'm like, Lord, what do you want me to do? Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? I feel like everybody's going to a college, going to do something. And I was like, what do you want me to do? And I heard clearly him say massage therapy.
Oh,
So
wow.
I graduated in June, and by August I was in school for massage therapy.
And you mentioned natural healing. So,
Mhm.
what are some of the benefits of natural healing as opposed to, I guess, Western medicine?
Western medicine is more of a cover up. It's more of a I'm gonna tell your brain that you're okay and you're not okay type of thing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm a block, the
Yeah,
pain receptors. But your body is inside is like, wait, I know something's wrong, but you're
right.
taking a pill to say, oh, we're okay, and then it comes back, and this is the revolving door, of pain.
Yeah, and they
So
deal with the symptoms. It's just like cold
yeah,
medicine. You take cold
yeah,
medicine to suppress the symptoms, but it's not really healing the problem. If you want to help heal the problem, most times they'll tell you to take the vitamin supplement, vitamin C,
hmm
or emergency, as some people, use. So,
hmm
yeah, I guess I can see that. Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
So
So,
naturally, like massage, if you have a tight neck, we go in there and we actually find a muscle that's tight and loosen it, and then you actually get the relief, that you need, and it's a true relief versus, a temporary 4 hour, 6 hour, however long the pain may last.
Yeah, the temporary fixes. We try to get to the root of the problem. And I think
Yeah,
that's a good thing. It's better to try to get to the root of the problem than
yeah.
to just try to suppress it and try to just do things to try to get you through for the moment, the
Hmm.
temporary things.
And
So
that's
what
in life in general too, just across the
yeah,
board. Get to the root.
right, get to the root of the problem. I mean, and that, I mean, it's a whole different topic. But even when we're talking
Yeah.
about children and the different behaviors that they display in school and
Hmm.
outside, sometimes they're dealing with their own deep set burdens and emotions, and they're
That's right.
responding. That's how they're responding to their stress. And so we
Yeah.
got to be very careful about how we handle them, because
Hmm.
there's a root cause and a root problem we need to get to in order to help to see improvement in their
That's it.
behaviors and in their lives. But that's
Yep.
a whole nother conversation.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But it all ties in
But it
because
all ties in. Yes, it does. Yes, it
right.
does.
I think I'm about to go get my son a massage.
I massage children before I massage children with autism and everything just to calm them down. And I mean, it helps from children, babies to elderly. I mean, I
Yeah,
work for a
yeah.
hospice company and I actually massage elderly, those who are
Oh, so you work
bed
for a hospice
bound.
company?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep. I'm calling her all over. I do massage for myself. I massage with a chiropractor, Megan, like I said, Megan Weston, and it just helps everybody. It's something that everybody can benefit from and has
So
benefited.
what types of massages do you specialize in? Because I know when I've seen different like organizations that do massages and they have their promotions, they always list all Swedish massage, a hot
Mhm.
stone massage, and all those things. I don't even really know what all of those things, benefit. But
Right.
what type of massages do you specialize in?
I actually specialize, it's called myofascial release. So, without getting too technical, um, our muscles, our whole body actually is wrapped in this thing. It's called fascial tissue. I mean,
Hmm.
every muscle fiber is wrapped, every muscle group. This would give you dimples if you have dimples. I mean, this that when people say, "Oh, you have a soft tissue damage" or something like that, it's
Hmm.
usually that fossil tissue that's just stuck. So sometimes when we have problems, or you've been in an accident, or you just do repetition work or something like that, the fossil tissue kind of just gets stuck. So just
Hmm.
imagine your muscles are trying to move, but the fossil tissue is actually just kind of stuck to the muscles. So your muscles are like, wait, I can't move. And then that's when the crick comes. That's when the pain comes. That's
Oh,
when you're just
yeah.
like, wait, my arm won't open as much. I'm losing range of motion. That's when these kind of things happen. So what I do, the myofascial release, I go in and I release that fascial tissue so your muscles can glide better, so your joints
Oh.
can glide better. Yep. And I also do gliding cupping, which is kind of like the same thing, but I actually use a cup and I have one here. I actually
Is
use
that one of the things when they stick it on you? Now
yeah,
I've
but
seen
it's
it on TV and they leave like these big red spots all over.
I know, and that's why I didn't believe. Honestly, I'm sorry to say, guys, I know my massage therapy people going to get mad at me. When I first started, heard about cupping. I didn't believe in it because I saw the marks. I'm like, I don't want to leave a bruise on somebody for a week. That's just crazy. Like you can't tell me that feels good, and. So the Lord, my arm was going out from massage for 22 years, and God said, "Hey, try this." So this is actually a silicone cup. So I just use it and it just glides on the skin. So it lifts up that fascial tissue again and it, straightens everything out. And I have got some good results with this little guy here.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
good. But it's good to have a tool, especially for, something that can make up for when our bodies just, get wear and tear on them, that you have something that you can still use that's effective.
Yes.
So yeah. So tell me how does massage therapy impact our health and healing? Like what's the spiritual connection, and, we know that it can reduce stress, but how?
How it reduces stress is it actually, well, stress is actually a cortisol, which is like, it's released from, your body releases just like, it's like that fight or flight. So when you
Okay.
have stress, your body's like, look, we either got to get out of here or fight for our life.
Right.
So, and that's the hormone that we constantly face. You could just be riding down the street in traffic and somebody cut you off. You're like, oh my God, the fight or flight
Yeah.
is constantly on. So, what massage does, it just turns that off a little bit. It tells your body,
Mm.
hey, it's okay.
Okay.
Have some peace, just relax. Part of massage, you do breathing also. We
Yeah.
always start the massage off with like, hey, let's both just take a few deep breaths and just relax, get the connection together, and
Yeah.
yeah, so it just
So it's
releases.
like a shot of relaxation.
It is. It's like going to a store and getting an IV.
Yeah, taking one of them apple cider vinegar shots or something.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it has like a longer lasting,
effect.
effect.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it does that. I mean, it releases. I mean, people have been depressed, and it heals depression, anxiety. It massages. It helps with the lymphatic system. That
Now
is
tell
our
us a little bit about that. What's the
that's
lymphatic
our
system?
plumbing system. That is
Oh,
our plumbing system. So that is the system that actually works to take toxins out of our body. So when women have breast cancer, it's the lymph nodes here that have picked up the trash, but we haven't drunk enough water to get the trash out to our, urine and just into the toilet. Actually, essentially, that's
okay.
what we do. So that is our plumbing system that comes and flushes out the body and cleanses us. Actually, it's our cleansing system. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
so it helps that because sometimes I have people who have edema, um, and it just helps move in circulation and improve circulation. So I've watched people go from like having big fat feet to like regular normal size just by doing some lymphatic drainage, and that's
Oh,
another
wow.
modality that I utilize too with massage.
Yeah. So if it's helping like the plumbing system, does it have any impact on digestion? Does that have anything to do with that, or is that something separate?
It all works together. Actually, your lymphatic system is in your digestive system. It's all over. So we have lymph nodes all over, but it centers right here. So a lot
Okay.
of them right in the gut too, because it
Okay.
needs to flush. That's what your digestive system is. You're pulling in nutrients. You're pushing out toxins. So it's there too. And actually, there's a type of stomach massage that you can do on yourself if you're constipated or anything like that. That you can learn.
Listen, honey, when my stomach is constipated, I be doing all kinds of massages on my stomach anyway. I'm trying to push it down. Just
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
yes. So, so maybe you can show some technique at another time because that might help some people too. So
Definitely.
how does it? What's the spiritual connection when it comes to? Because I know that the body said, I mean the Bible says that our bodies are the temple of God in which the Holy Spirit dwells, and that we're supposed to take care of it. And that doesn't just mean physically. That doesn't just mean don't smoke, don't drink, don't do all of the things that we're not supposed to do that could damage our bodies, but it also means about the relaxation piece and the mental health piece. And because if your mind is not right, if you're not thinking right, if you have stress and we carry the weight and the burden of life in our bodies
Mhm.
a lot of times. And so I'm sure many of you guys out there watching probably has said had a headache. You get stressed out, you get a headache, or you get
Mhm.
nauseous, or your stomach hurts, or if you're super excited about something, you get the bubble guts or you get butterflies.
Okay.
It all
Yeah.
impacts our bodies. And so we where our mind is and how we are connected mentally and spiritually can also be weighted in our bodies. And so tell us a little bit about your knowledge and experience on the spiritual connection with massage therapy.
Well, honestly, I take massage as laying on of hands.
Mm,
It is, and the power of touch is so important. It brings healing. Just you ever just have somebody you just need a hug, and somebody gave you a hug, and it's
yes.
just like, it's that power of touch. We see us in America, we're touch deprived. If somebody touches you, you actually be like,
Right. Yeah.
you kind of
Yeah.
like, wait, so you're
Some people
touching, but you
like, why are
like,
you touching
why are you
me?
touching me? Because we're so touch deprived, but that's needed. I
Yeah.
mean, even with babies, I think it was like they did an experiment, something where they had a baby without touch, and the baby ended up with like mental problems because nobody
Mhm.
gave that physical touch, that physical, connection with somebody else. And like I said, I think it's just laying on of hands. It's nothing like going in there and physically, manually releasing the stress, releasing the
Yeah.
tension, releasing those muscles, releasing everything that needs to be healed inside of somebody. Because even with massage, some people we end up being therapists. You know what I mean? We're the
Yeah.
massage therapists, they end up being therapists. And you know what? When you're on my table, I'm going to give you God. And when I touch you, I want you to feel the love of God through my hands. It's not me. It's the Most High, giving you that love, giving you that
Yeah.
healing through my hands, and that's how I feel like it's spiritual.
Wow. Yeah. And that's good. That's good. Well, we have a short video clip that we want to share with you guys. So we're going to take a little 30-second break so that you guys can watch this video, and we'll be right back to continue this conversation.
What's your body doing? Are you in pain, lower back pain, migraines, the tension in our shoulders, dental issues because high levels of stress dries out our mouths, and without proper saliva flowing, it actually undermines our dental health. There's so many things that our bodies are telling us about how we're not well, and trauma lives in the body. So we need to pay attention to where our bodies are, but we also need to pay attention to where we are emotionally. Are we heavily disconnected? Do we feel numb? Are we always good to go? That's not healthy. We are meant to have rich emotional lives.
Ooh.
And if that's where the pain is echoing, we need to slow down and ask ourselves why.
All right, so we are back. Welcome back to the Queens Lair. We are talking about self-care, specifically massage therapy, and we have with us Miss Kellie Robinson. So before we went on the short video break, we were talking about how important touch is and how important the spiritual connection is, and how when Kellie gives her massages, she considers it a means of laying hands and even a form of praying over the person and over their bodies. And I so agree with you about how important touch is, because even I think of a video about a newborn. I think there were twins. There were twins that were born. It was a while ago. I seen
Mhm.
this video, and one of the twins wasn't doing very good, and
Mhm.
so they took the other twin and laid the twin next to the baby that wasn't doing good, and the other baby started to improve because they
Mhm.
felt that connection. They felt that the relaxation of knowing someone was there in their twin, and you could see the improvement in the health of that baby. And I think it's so important. I've even seen watching videos where the baby was in the NICU, and the
Mhm.
parents stuck their hand into the crib and was rubbing the baby, and just that touch alone helped
Yes.
the baby being connected to all of those tubes. But just the touch of the parents makes a
Yes.
difference. And so
It really
I think
does.
that's, yeah,
It
yeah, I think
really
it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference in that connection. Yeah.
does. It does.
So, so what do you think about any precautionary measures that people should be aware of when getting a massage? Because I know with my mom, like when I was younger, I'm trying to be all nice and run up behind my mom and give her a massage. Mom, you had a stressful day. I'm going to massage your neck. And she
Mhm.
actually would like squint, wince in pain because she said I was
Mhm.
hurting her. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you mean I'm hurting you? I'm massaging you. I'm trying to help you here. It's not supposed to hurt, but I think that whatever her, conditions are, I think later on
Mhm.
found out she had like arthritis in her neck or something. So what are some of the precautionary measures or things people should be aware of when getting a massage?
Precaution. The number one precaution is if you're feeling sick in any way or had any type of bronchial or any kind of infection, that's not a good time to get a massage because we don't want to push anything that it shouldn't be.
Mm,
You're already dealing with something, so we don't want to push it around your body. There's other things. People have had high blood pressure or something, but I
mm,
think whatever you have, I think you just should just talk with that therapist because it shouldn't prevent you from getting a massage, but there should be things that all right, maybe stay away from the area. I have diabetes, and you know
right.
this area is more sensitive, or I have fibromyalgia, and it might be a little more sensitive. So that's when it comes to the therapist really knowing the touch and how to apply touch because pressure really matters. Because you were just giving your mom a massage, you went mom, and you probably squeezed her real tight, and it was like that wasn't a
Yeah.
touch that her body needed. But if she
Yeah.
comes, she would be on my table. I would give her the proper touch because when you massage somebody, the
Hmm.
body knows. So when you put the proper pressure, the muscles just naturally release. Like they'll just go from being hard to like just smooth and right out.
Yeah.
It's just they get soft, and that's the body saying, thank you." So
Yeah.
you just try to find that pressure. But other things, some people have come, they stub their toe. Oh, my toe hurts today, so let's
Yeah.
fix that area. So sometimes there are local conjugations But other than that, there's not too many. Like I said, I deal with the older uh, demographic more lately. That has been where God has taken me to help them, through massage. So I've seen all kind of elements, and you would think it would be against it, but having in 22 years of experience and knowing the proper touch, I mean, I've really helped them out. I've really helped them out. The only thing I would say, if you have high blood pressure, at the end of the massage, I would tell you to sit up first. Don't just jump up. Sit up, get your boundaries first, and then stand up. So you don't
Yeah.
go up. And get lightheaded. We don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that brings me to another question, because you talked about the power of touch, and you talked about how the pain that can be caused if you do the improper touching. So what about positive touching? What is positive touching, and how does that impact the massage therapy arena?
A lot, because unfortunately, when people think massage, a lot of people think sexual. I'm just going to say it.
Yes, they do.
There's a certain
Won't talk
genre.
about it.
Yeah, there's a certain genre of people that kind of mess up. That's why I say I'm a massage therapist. I am not a masseuse.
There's two different
There's
things
two
here.
different.
You're going to get, it's a different kind of a release with this one.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, this isn't a happy ending here.
Right. You
Right.
know, and a lot of times, the only time people are touched is when people want something from them sexually. So it kind of breaks down those bounds. So I've had people who have been sexually assaulted, and we just take our
Mhm.
time. I make sure they're covered properly. We even down to how much are you okay with taking your bra off? You just make sure everybody's comfortable and they get on your
Right.
table, and just take your time. And I've had people who just cry because they're like, I never had anybody touch me with so much love, but not want something from me. It's just like, no, this is
Yeah.
I'm giving
Yeah.
back to you. I need you to feel okay. This,
Yeah.
and it builds that trust, it builds that love, and then it actually heals. It heals the heart, it heals the mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I think it's important for people to see that there is a purity in touch, because I think the society in the world and the evil that's in the world has made it seem like touch is a negative thing, that touch
Yeah.
is supposed to be automatically something sexual, and it's not. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And they try to associate everything that is. I mean, I've even seen some crazy massages out there on social media where this guy
Oh my goodness, I want to report him so
you know
bad.
who I'm talking about?
Yes, I saw it. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is so
He
disrespectful.
is doggone
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
just having sex with the women, and that's
Yeah, I'm
not
pretty
even.
sure afterwards they are. It's no way. It's
It's
no
no
way.
way.
It's no way. It's
And
no
it's
way.
just blowing my mind. I'm so glad that you know who I was talking about, because when
Yeah,
I seen
yeah,
it, I was just flabbergasted that this is a
hmm,
real thing. And women
yeah,
are going there. They're not even going there for positive touch, and they're not even
no,
going there for massage therapy.
yeah.
They're going
He's a
there for something
masseuse.
else.
He's a masseuse.
He's a masseuse, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sad because you know things get perverted.
they
Even the
do.
simplest things get perverted,
They
and
do.
massage. I've watched it help so many people. I've had people come in and couldn't stand up straight and walk out straight and like, hey, thank you.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like like you said, that I'm not to keep using it, but that power of touch, is
Yeah.
just
The
so important.
power of
And yeah,
positive touch.
a positive touch, healing touch. Like I said, my touch and what most massage therapists should do, and that I know, that's that love of God coming through. Like, no, you're going to feel better. I want you to feel better, and we
Yeah.
massage you the way we want to be massaged.
Yeah, 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 respectfully,
Yes.
and I think that's a good thing. I'm really really glad that you did touch on that, because I think
Mhm.
that, as with anybody else who might watch, the first thing they think about is that sexual perversion piece
Mhm.
of
Yep.
massage therapy that has been inserted because of the negativity that's going on in the world, and
Mm.
where people's mindsets have gone because of people like that guy. You know
Yep.
what I mean? That's out here flipping and twisting and got you butt
Yeah,
naked
I'm
with
like, what is
all over
this? I can't
baby
believe.
oil
I
all over your
mean,
body. Like, come on.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
If
so
if I was a so-called hater, I would have been like, report this. Like,
right.
there's
Yes.
no way he
And
has a
I'm
license.
sure
He can't be
somebody has.
operating under a license. He can't be,
Yeah.
because that's ethically, you're not allowed to do that. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to do that.
Yeah. Well, clearly, they're allowing him to do that, which is why he's still in business. But that's okay. Like you said, we're not hating.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't put
No,
nobody out
yeah,
there. We're just trying to
yeah.
show the difference between a masseuse and a massage therapist, a difference between a happy ending and actually getting a spiritual release from getting your body relaxed. And the Bible does talk about touch because, even when Jesus was here, he laid hands on people.
That's right.
He healed the sick. Even when people touched him, like the woman with the issue of blood, she
Mm-hmm.
was healed, and she was healed from her issue of blood. So that there is power in touch. You just have to make sure that you're dealing with someone who knows that power of touch, who knows how to engage and interact with the right way. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I think that's really, really important. And so we're wrapping up, getting ready to close out. So before we go, though, can you give the people who are going to be watching tips and suggestions about massage therapy, tips and suggestions about what to look for, when they're selecting a massage therapist, if they're too far to get to you or anything like that? What's some tips and suggestions you can give people?
Honestly, I would ask you to just pray about it first and just ask God to send you your therapist, that person that you can actually connect with. And when you're on the table and you do find somebody, say, hey, this person looks good, you do some background checks or whatever, do your checks that you need to do. And when you're on that table, always remember if something makes you uncomfortable, even if it's too much pressure or you need more pressure, don't be afraid to say something.
Yeah,
You
say
know, you
something.
know, yeah, the massage therapist should be checking in with you, but sometimes some people just, get in the zone, but just make sure you have open communication with that massage therapist before, during, and after your session. And that's my biggest thing. I can say, as some type of advice. And just keep the lines of communication open, you know?
Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. And so, I'm just really, really excited to have you on. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Want you guys to check out the after show just in case we have some more conversation that we have to discuss after we're
Oh,
done
yeah.
with this particular part. Make sure you come back and check out the massage therapy after show, the Queens Lair, the after show. So thank you so much, Kelly. First of all, I have to say you have a beautiful name.
Oh, of course, the Kelly thing.
Kelly, yes, Kelly. But thank you so much for joining the show today. Thank you so much for sharing the tips and knowledge that you have and your gift with us. And before we go, just share with us if people are interested in getting in contact with you, just tell them how they can do that.
um, you can contact me on Instagram. I have an Instagram, now Path Walker.
Okay.
On Instagram. Also, you could also give me a call, even
Mhm.
if you want to call me to ask some, for some suggestions or whatever, lead you to somebody closer into your area. You can give me a call. My phone number is 484-213-4700.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. It's been awesome having you on the show. Take
For sure.
care, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching the Queen's Lair. Hopefully, you have taken away some nuggets and knowledge that will help you with self care today as it pertains to massage therapy, as it pertains to just taking care of yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So, we're just super excited. I want to leave you guys with the scripture, which is Matthew 11:28 through 30. And it basically says, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly. I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And also, we want you guys to check out our YouTube page. If you are looking to get this episode or any other episodes, you can watch it and check it out on our YouTube page. Everything is there. And stay tuned for the next episode for our May edition, which is the Mother's Day month, the month that Mother's Day is in, where we're going to be talking about baby mama, no drama. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for watching The Queen's Lair. Stay tuned for the next episode.